Dr. Krishna, I understand, we have, so in our earlier discussion, we'd also said that talent could be a game changer to the entire industry if there was some sort of accredited talent. And I also understand, given the kind of medical treatment, so most of these beauty treatments actually in one sense are also somewhat medical treatments. So how do you bring a stickiness of the consumer to the brand vis-a-vis the doctor? So I mean, when would a consumer really say that I am going to a blush clinic versus I am going to get a treatment from Dr. Jamuna Pai? So I'm sure that could be another issue that probably curtails the scalability of the whole project.
Yes, definitely. See, what's happening is, for example, you take Ayurveda. Ayurveda has been practiced as a medicine. Now, Ayurveda can also be a brand of spa because most of the treatments conform to the spa treatments. Now, when you bring the Ayurvedic treatments from a hospital to a spa, there is an issue. Who is going to do the accreditation? Who is going to do okay, doctors, fine, they can supervise, but what about the therapists? So who is going to be the authority to do it? No, the Ayush department comes in there. They have no clue what's going on. A forest officer or an IAS officer sits there, and the bureaucrats and the politicians, they have no guidelines. And the spa industry is suffering. And the same thing happens when the allopathic treatments such as dermatology treatments and the skin treatments and all, they come as a derma spa. So the derma spa needs also again the therapists to be trained there. And who is going to train, who is going to give the license, or who is going to do the accreditation, who is going to do the certification? Now what's happening is, in the salon area it's okay because there is no medical side has come in there. When you come to the wellness and when you come to the spa, especially in India, we have brought the Ayurveda, and when the Ayurveda, if we need to brand Ayurveda as an Indian brand of spa, we need to work a lot. Right now what is happening is, there is no such thing as a spa treatment of India apart from the Ayurveda side. So they bring Swedish massage, Balinese massage, Thai massage and all, and they make a mixture of everything, and then they call spa, and then they have an Ayurveda room, and then there is a doctor sitting there, and then they do that. So who is going to do all this business? Who is going to certify? Who is going to standardize? Now, not going into the very detail of it, this is the biggest problem, and it is also the cause for attrition and not having the standards. So in this forum, if the Franchise India can represent to the government and say, look, if we need to brand Ayurveda as an Indian brand of spa, if we want to brand some of the dermatology treatments as Dharma Spa, we need to have a different pathway of recognizing certification, accreditation and licensing. See, this is the only country where everybody trains everybody according to their own whimsies and fancies. There is no real standard established. I also do the same thing. I am training therapists, but there is no proper certification and licensing process. Now we are in Karnataka, first time we are approaching the Ayush department, and they have old guidelines. It doesn't even suit the present day requirement. So we are making a representation to see if we can change and have some sort of a licensing process for the therapists. If once we do, at least in one state, we can just spread it to the country. Now in this forum, if they can make a recommendation to the central government that we want to establish a central board of wellness, it will have all the details of various, from the salon to the spa, the treatment, this, that and all. Then we can standardize it. We can put all the syllabus, we can have X number of hours, the basic qualifications to come in there, or all kinds of things we can put. And we can organize ourselves in the wellness industry as one of the best organized industries. See, I lived in United States for 30 years. I also lived in Canada and UK. I did my post-graduation in anesthesia. I practiced pain medicine, various things. A lot of people who come for the spa, they may be suffering from pain. There may be cancer patients. There may be so many issues. So there is it is a blending area of the medical and the spa area. That is where the confusion is starting, and especially in India because of the Ayurveda. Ayurveda colleges are there. They are called as doctors, then medicine, this, that, and all. Now you want to bring that to a different arena. Who is going to supervise and who is going to be the authority to control? We need to have clarity on this. Once we have the clarity, there won't be any problem. So this is a forum where we salon, wellness, spa, we are all gathered here. We need to come to some sort of a conclusion, pass a resolution. Okay, we are going to go to the government with this resolution to establish a board, to license and to accredit and to do the certification. Then there won't be attrition problem because there are so many institutions training these therapists. So where is the problem? They may go from one place to another place because of the money situation, but once there is a large number of therapists are produced, there won't be this attrition problem which all of us are facing.
So do you think that scalability also becomes an issue because of it? You know, I mean, for example, you have a spa resort which is very, very large. But for you to replicate that spa resort in, let's say, outside, or even outside or inside of franchising, whichever, that's a business strategy, where do you think that complexity comes?
See, the scalability is a very, very, very good question, and that should be addressed. One of the reasons why these spas are not doing well, are not scaling up, is the return on investment is very poor. Now, if I have to open a spa with Ayurveda centered Indian brand of spa, if I have to go and rent a place in a commercial place or a brick and mortar place, and I have to do the interior, a good spa will cost me about 1 crore rupees, interior and all, hoping that it would be very busy. What if it is not going to be busy? You can't take anything out, you are lost, investor will be very angry, and it's gone. So how can we do it? You know, there is a saying in Islam that if Muhammad cannot go to the mountain, mountain can come to the Muhammad. See, the Indians, we have a mindset that we would like to be catered. We would like to be catered at our doorstep. So this is the way we have to think now, how we can take these services to the proximity or the doorstep of the people. For that, we have to really do out-of-the-box thinking. Now the technology is there. We don't have to have a brick and mortar building to be moved around. There are various ways you can have a prefab construction which can be designed to match any five-star place. So you can set it up on a vacant land or somewhere, and you can even have a beautiful spa made on a mobile vehicle. Right now already the salon things are going on the small vehicles. They go into the apartments or houses and they cater. See, these spa treatments, you can categorize them. Some of them are simple, like maybe just a head and shoulder massage. Maybe there could be a massage which is like a dry massage. It doesn't require the whole lot of oil or a shower. That can go on maybe on a mobile van and a converted van which can be done as posh as a five-star spa. And then you can establish something which you can even take off. After the lease is over, you can move to some other place. Or you can go on rooftops and things like that. We have to think out of the box. This is the way we can scale it up. Otherwise, the old-fashioned way of thinking from the inside the box is not going to work.
Sure. No, absolutely. Point taken. I'll come to you, Mr. Rajesh. You know, today every industry is getting disruption, some sort of the other, wherein, you know, so I mean, retail probably has been one of the biggest, they've taken the biggest brunt. But I think it's also for the good, because I see the old or the traditional never really dies. It's just somebody else comes and makes it a little better, and so everybody starts moving toward it. So you've got a great business concept which is about really helping the employees of large organizations to adopt a wellness program. You know, I can tell you, I run a big organization myself, but we neither nobody, my employees or my people would not really have the time to actually look up a wellness program for themselves. But I think the fact that you're doing it as a business makes all the difference. So can you tell us a little more about it, and also how you feel it will change the wellness industry and the consumption of wellness in the coming years?
Trueworth Wellness is one of the largest employee wellness companies in India, and we work with more than 100 corporates and reach out to almost 1 million employees. What we essentially do is, we create specific wellness program for the employees of the large corporates. And when we talk of wellness, wellness is a very large, it includes many dimensions. And the more importantly, the physical, which is your health part related to the health issues and other things. Second is your lifestyle deviations, about what kind of food we are eating and what kind of exercises. So it covers the nutrition and the fitness part. And third is the emotional wellness part, which includes, the emotional state of mind and other things. Now we have also, the beauty also plays a very important part. We have seen in our wellness programs that we run and the kind of wellness queries that we receive. Apart from the weight loss, the second highest queries that we receive are for the skin and the hair. So that clearly shows that, there is a lot of demand. Apart from that, physical is one part. Coming to the other aspects of the related to wellness, which is related to the counseling or related to the emotional part. And stress is again another big area where we feel that, a lot of these spas play a big role. We have now these days we have started organizing, mobile spas at the corporate sites itself, doing all these foot massages and other things. So I see that, going forward, maybe in another year or year and a half, the way we see spas and these things in the hotels, I'll start seeing into them the corporate locations. It's not, and there is a huge demand for all those things. What we do essentially in the wellness programs is we are combining all the these avenues, whether it is the fitness tickets or the fitness programs, and we tie up with the different fitness players and the different spa players and try to bring in, combine the packages and offer to all the employees. And I think very soon it has already started into the fitness industry, which is the Uberization of the fitness, because fitness itself is a very large capex oriented business and there is a lot of capacity available into the fitness centers. So how these capacities can be utilized? So there have been new business models which are coming these days, member pass or fraternity or fit ticket, where they are offering, small packages of daily activities, whatever the activities which are there. And those activities are being sold to the corporate employees, where people can go and use it for a day. So I have an option of going today to a fitness center and I can use the gym. The same day I can use it for a yoga activity, or I can go for a Zumba classes or other things. Similar way, I feel that, spa and all these things are also very capital intensive business. And there is always a capacity issue. And it's very difficult to plan whether you will be running at 100% capacity. So I think, technology and combined with the corporate employee base, which is one of the highest paying employees. When we are talking of all these employees, we are talking of a young population which is 25 to 35. And the average age is between 25 to 35, and the average payout is 7-8 lakhs and above. So that's a huge population base, and some kind of, if a concept can be created where the spas come up with the different and smaller ticket plans, and instead of designing it for the tailor-made for the employees, if it can be just across the corporate, if the plans are created which goes for a corporate, where corporate can pick and choose, validated plans of, for say 500 tickets or 1000 tickets or 1000 employees, and then distributed it. So that becomes a good customer acquisition, as well as, for example, we use all these smaller plans for the spa tickets and spa vouchers and other things more as a rewards and recognitions. Our program is like when we do a risk assessments and people who are complying with the health and other things, we reward them with various things, be it related to the beauty vouchers or the spa vouchers or the fitness and gym vouchers. So essentially in our business model, we are partnering with all the wellness companies, whether into a spa or even hair companies, also into the dental clinics, to the wellness clinics, to all the beauty clinics, and try to bring them into our own wellness program, either as a part of rewards and recognition or as a part of the core offerings. Now we are even talking to a couple of the wellness companies, because stress and pain and other thing is also very a large issue with most of the corporate employees because of these sedentary habits and other things. So I see, we have started talking to a couple of spa companies to even set up some kind of a mobile spas on the platform, maybe for a small, if not for the full year or the thing, but for larger periods where we can start offering all these wellness services.